Welcome back, everybody. Sorry. My internet. My internet's acting up. Marijuana, I'm not taking questions today. Today's just general readings. But I do have you on the list. Hey, Moonbud. Give me a second here. Holy crap. Only me. You know, we're in Mercury retrograde. Of course it had to happen. Hey, Metal Clips. Marijuana, Moonbud, Jasmina, Brenda, Spirit of Morning, and Metal Clips. Sorry, guys. Deal you whoopoo. You don't have to put one, please. Just say you want a reading. Yeah, I know, Brenda. I've already got a big list already. Cherry Blossom. Haven't seen you in a while. Sorry I'm so late, guys. It's just really hot in here. Yeah, I got you, Cherry. I lost 6 up. I know she was in the last one. It's been crazy. It has been so hot. And next weekend, I don't know if I'll be able to go live at all or not. I just have to wait and see for an updated to see what it says. Yeah, I know, Moonbud. Give me 1 second. I need to go over and get some medication. I'll be right back. You made it 6 up. You made it. Hang on 1 second. I got to get something. Ugh. Ugh. I'm a coming. Key up on the ceiling. Oh. Six up. Did you want added to the list? Thank you, Metal Clips, for adding that. Okay. Hey, Ellie. Ellie, you want on the list too? I got you on the list, Sweet Pea. Okay, Ellie, I got you. Here's who I got. I got Irish Jessie. She's probably asleep, so I'll timestamp her later. I've got Spirit of Morning, Staff Grabber, Marijuana, Sarah, Brenda, Sweet Pea, O2 Hurricane, Moonbud, Jasmina, Diliwupu, Cherry Blossom, 6 Up, and Ellie. Let me get angel numbers for everybody. All right, got it. I don't know how this week's going to go. Next weekend, because it is supposed to be in the 90s here next weekend, but that's subject to change because that's a week away. Let me stand this up so I can watch chat. There we go. Irish Jesse, are you still here? Probably not. That's okay. I understand. It's really late over there. Six Up, are you still here? You know that medical term that you're talking about is it's called tardive dyskinesia. Just so you know, everybody pronounces my viewing channels Archangel. Everybody sees Archangel, they want to say Archangel, and I'm like, oh, it's Archangel. So yeah, I just want to let you know that's the proper pronunciation. It's tardive dyskinesia. Just so you know. I know it looks like tardive. I know Jesse was somebody had put a name in chat this morning in Discord, and it was a Gaelic name, and it's not pronounced the way that it looks. So I know that happens to a lot of words. So just so you know, because a lot of people call me Archangel, my viewing accounts that I use. All right, since Irish Jessie isn't here, she's probably sleeping, and I don't blame her. Spirit of Morning, are you here? Let's get this rolling. We might get Six Up back tonight. Oh, by the way, Six Up, Mr. Hart was out front. He's covering out front. I had called him for something. I can't remember what it was. Oh, I know what it was. So while I'm shuffling these cards for Spirit of Morning, I pulled a bonehead move this morning. Usually when I get up in the morning, Mr. Hart will swap my oxygen hose. See, I have two hoses. One for that runs into the bedroom from my oxygen machine. For my there's Irish Jessie. Let me do Irish Jessie real quick. I know she's probably sleepy. I'll shuffle these and I'll tell you the story. So I have a 50-foot hose I run into the bedroom because I have to have oxygen on my CPAP. And then I have a shorter hose, a 30-foot hose for out here. And usually Mr. Hart swaps them over when I wake up. Well, he wasn't in here when I got up this morning, and I forgot to change them. I sat here all day without being on oxygen until about an hour or so ago. You don't want to know what my oxygen level was. Anyhow, enough about me. This is for Irish Jessie. I was only making that small conversation while I was shuffling. Yeah, it was really low. I looked at it. I put the oxygen on. I put my cannula on, and then I grabbed my little finger thing and checked it, and I'm like, oh crap. All right, this is going to be for Irish Jessie. 'Irish 'Jessie. 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 ' All right. Well, so there's going to be, if it hasn't already happened, some type of an event happen. Now, this is either somebody falling or somebody literally falling from grace. This is not you. This is someone else. And when this person falls from grace, you're going to be emotionally conflicted about it. I want to say I know who it is, but I don't see that person's astrology sign on the board. You may be receiving messages from the universe. If you are, pay attention. And as I said, I believe it was the last live I did, one way of writing down your dreams before you step foot out of bed. One way, if you have notes on your phone, you can type them in your notes. Or the other way is to hit your camera and hit the video mode and record yourself and say what it was you dreamed about and keep a record of your dreams, because there's a message coming into you. And I think it's in regards to this person. This person's either going to have a fall, a literal fall, or they're going to fall from grace. This could be a heavy burden for you. But even though it might be a heavy burden for you, metal clips, did you want to add it to the list? I forgot to ask. Even though this may be a heavy burden for you, it's coming to an end. Whatever this event is that takes place, it's bringing something to an end. Okay. Yeah, I got plenty of time. If you got the time, I got plenty of time. And guys, check out Metal Clip. She dropped her link earlier. If you want to drop it again, Metal Clips, it is in your website is in my description. I didn't put the Shopify link in, but I did put your website in. Metal Clips makes clothes and soap. Joyful living. Choose to live joyfully every day. In other words, even when this happens, don't let it get you down. Enjoy life. Your angel number is 154. 154. All right, Spirit of Morning, you are up next. We lost Gavel Geeks. Remember, we are now officially under Mercury retrograde. It is in the sign of Leo. So if you're a Leo, it's probably going to affect you more than it does anybody. It's going to affect all of us. As you see, it affected me earlier. But I have Leo in my rising sign, so that could be why. There's Spirit of Morning. Alrighty. Spirit of Morning. I will try to be here on Tuesday. I don't know what the weather outlook is for Tuesday. Just know that for right now, I'm probably going to be coming on later in the day with the weather the way it is. All right, this is for Spirit of Morning. Spirit of Morning, we don't have Fubar now until Tuesday. He's off until Tuesday. I'm kind of surprised he took off with Frontiers Days taking place. God. All right, this is for Spirit of Morning. And the old train that I have a video of on my other channel, it went through this morning. I couldn't get out the door to get a video of it, or I would have. I heard it go through this morning. You can tell it from the other trains. Trust me. Yeah, he's doing something else. He's doing I don't know. I think he's with Cerebral down in Colorado doing something with cards. I don't know. I believe that's what they're doing. I don't know. Holy smokes, Spirit of Morning, you got all major arcana cards here. Oh, it's not necessarily a bad thing, but I'll tell you this, this is something major. When you get the 3 major arcana cards like this, when you get all major arcana pops up, that means it's something that is major coming out. So I feel like you may be feeling a little depressed because you have to make a choice when it comes to friends. Because the Lover's card is about making a choice. It's not necessarily a romantic relationship. It could be a friendship. You may have 2 people that you're communicating with. And you might, for whatever reason, you might have to make a choice between the 2. It happens sometimes. And so might have you down in the dumps a little bit. But I see you becoming creative about it. The Empress is about becoming creative about it. You might try to find your way around it. You might try to find your way around having to make that choice. And it could be the fact that you might be a supportive person to both people, and you don't really want to give up that connection that you have with them, because this is about connections. And so you're a loyal person. Look, you've got 2 dogs. This could be related. Now, this could be related to animals. I know it's a Lover's card. I don't always read into it as being a relationship of some sort, like a romantic relationship. Just like the cups, it's not necessarily a human that I'm talking about. Could be talking about an animal, a pet. I know I think of my pets as family. And so that might be what's going on here. You might be being told that you have to make a choice and maybe get rid of one if you have more than one pet. And you're going to find a way around that because you're loyal to both. Yes, they are 6 up. They are family. I'll tell you what, the other day, was it yesterday or the day before, my little dog that looks like Bandit come out from under the table and flopped down on the floor and acted like she was having a seizure. I didn't know what was going on, and I couldn't move. I sat there. All I could do was just sit there and talk to her. And I finally come to my senses and got up and picked her up and was loving on her, and she seemed to be okay, and she's been okay ever since. Matter of fact, what's today? Saturday? Oh God, please tell me I'm not having internet issues again. No. Okay, it's just my mouse is being a butthead. But she's okay now. I don't know what was wrong. I think it was live Thursday, and she came. I said something about it, and she came out to me. So, all right, patience. Good things come to those who wait. The dog I'm talking about, Spirit of Morning, is my little Pomeranian. She's only about 10 pounds. All right, your angel number is 208. 208. Staff Grabber, are you still here, Staff Grabber? Staff Grabber, are you here? Please hit that thumbs up button and thank you. I appreciate it. I got 10. I see 10 thumbs up and 18 people here. I'd appreciate it if you hit that thumbs up button for me, please. And thank you. Thank you, Jasmina. Staff Grabber, are you here, Staff Grabber? Your angel number 208. All right, Staff Grabber, I'll come back to you if you're not here right now. I want to keep this rolling. Marijana, are you here? Oh, there's Staff Grabber. Marijana, you'll be after Staff Grabber if you're here. I'm going to have to keep, like I said, I'm going to have to keep a real close eye out on the weather. For next weekend, it's projected to be in the 90s. And if it's in the 90s, I don't know that it's going to be cooled down enough to even go live this early at night. And this is early for me because I know it's 10 o'clock on the East Coast, but where I'm at, it's only 8 o'clock. I started at 8 o'clock, I should say. And so we'll just have to play it by ear. I don't know. The air conditioners just can't keep up. All right. This is for Staff Grabber. Staff Grabber does not want any code browns. I'll do my best. I can't make any promises. You know that. You know what it's like to be hot. It's been hot there where you're at. Oh, I couldn't survive where you're at. I would bake to death in here. Oops. Sorry, YouTube. I said a bad word. Oh. What do we got going on here? So this is. Did you ever find out, Staff Grabber? Have you had a chance to find out what those silkies were yet? So you are healing from a broken heart. Somebody said something that broke your heart. And it made whatever they said to you made you conflicted. Your thoughts became conflicted on something. I'm thinking here this might be surrounding your little birdies. Are you looking to get more birdies? Because this is the Ace of Cups. This could be you looking to get more birdies. But I feel like you're healing from a broken heart. And you're conflicted. I feel like you're may be conflicted. You're looking at maybe getting some more birds of some, but you're not sure of what type to get. Maybe this is why I don't. This is why I like cold reads on people I don't know. I know too much stuff, forever about your birdies. So we have a little bit of problems maintaining stability, and it's probably related to heat. This instability taking place in some part of your life is probably heat related. It may cost you a little extra money to maintain your little birdies so that they stay cool in the really gnarly temperatures you get. I don't know if I could survive in your temperatures. I know I couldn't. Not in this thing. I would be cooking. So I feel like you're conflicted maybe on what type to get here. Because you want to be able to protect them, and but you don't want to pay an arm and a leg in the process either to protect them from the heat. So you might be indecisive on what type to get. And you don't want this to happen. You don't want heartbreak to happen. Intentions, set clear and focused intentions. Staff grabber, your angel number 189. 189. Okay, there was no code browns there for you, staff grabber. Marijuana, you are up next. Oh, okay. I didn't see your answer. Did you find out? You're very welcome, staff grabber. You're very welcome. Did you find out what the silkies are yet? I missed your answer. It's hard keeping up with chat and doing readings at the same time. Marijuana is up next. Yeah, this weather is crazy. If it had just rained, I don't need it to rain now. Although it looks like it's overcast. If you guys haven't subbed up, I have a list of channels I can follow in my description. You can find their links down there. We have 6 Up, who's in the chat. We have the Jerks. We have TPE, Tragedy Pimps Exposed, I believe, is down there. Metal Clips' new website for her products that she makes. Metal Clips makes her own products, guys. She makes soap, and I'll tell you what, if you got rough skin, her soap is excellent. Make sure you drop your link 26 up. We have the Hoof GP. If you like to watch cow pedicures, to me that's satisfying. Right before I go to bed, I'll watch those. If you got a weak stomach, though, you might not like it. But they are from Scotland. Graham Parker is from Scotland. And there's another Graham, who is his cameraman, who does speak Gaelic while he's running the camera. And so when they put the videos together, they make sure that they put subtitles or the closed captions in, so we know what the other Graham is saying in the background. I think it's awesome. All right. This is for marijuana. What do we got going on here? So we have somebody. We have a person that's very supportive, somebody that's a healer, somebody that is good at healing, also loyal. There's extra loyalty with this particular queen. And keep in mind, I know this says it's a Queen of Cups. This does not. I don't read tarot as this is a female. It could be a female, or it could be a male with feminine traits. Just like the king as well. The king is not necessarily a male. A king could be a female with masculine traits. So I don't always read into the gender, even though the cards are, this one is the Queen of Cups. So keep that in mind. But this is somebody that's supportive. They're a healer. They're also very intuitive. And what I see is feeling conflicted, perhaps. It could be this person, or it could be you that's feeling conflicted about your faith. Feeling conflicted about your spirituality. I don't see any communications here, so this is all about you. I say communications, and here it is. The communications is challenging. You're finding it challenging to speak. You're finding it challenging to have a conversation. You might want to have a conversation. It could be in regards to your spirituality, your faith. Or your lack of faith, perhaps. This can also represent somebody that is a hypocrite. They could also be corrupt. So you might be feeling conflicted about this person, and you don't want to say anything. You're finding it challenging to maybe confront this person about their hypocrisy or their corruption. Maybe this Tuesday we'll do a Q&A. You guys can ask me questions as long as they're not too personal. If you have questions you'd like to ask me, I'll do my best to answer. We'll see. I don't know what the topic will be. That could be one of the topics if you'd like. I'll leave it up to my members. Abundance. Abundance flows to those who believe in its presence. So you have to believe in it. Marajana, your angel number 342. 342. All right. This is going to be for Sarah. Sarah's listening. She's at work. She's a member for 31 months, I believe. She put up her thing in her what do you call that? I can't think tonight. Her milestone. She put up her milestone in the first live that my internet messed up on. She's been a member for 31 months. I think perhaps the only one I know, Mr. Hart is the oldest, has the oldest membership. All right, this is for Sarah. I know you're listening out there, Sarah. Hi, Culture. Welcome in. I'll add you to the list, and you'll probably be my last one I add. All right, this is for Sarah. Ooh. Okay, that one fell right out of my hand. And there it is. Well, what do we have here? We have a wish that's not being fulfilled, unfortunately. Now, somebody is freeing themselves. Somebody is that has a, it's not necessarily an addiction problem. It could be toxic behavior. Sorry, I had to get a drink. So this is the devil in reverse. This is about getting away from the playing with fire here. Somebody's freeing themselves from that. Unfortunately, even though this person is working on freeing themselves from toxic behavior, whether it's an addiction or some other type of behavior that they have that is immature. Here, you made a wish, and this wish is not being fulfilled. But I think that maybe perhaps you need to wish for other options. Because here we have the judgment card. No judgment on my part, but we have the judgment card where there is a change. You're going to be awakened. So, you may have wished for something, and perhaps that particular wish is not coming true. So, you might have to rethink that. And in doing so, in rethinking it, oftentimes, we'll get awakened to other ideas. And so I think that's what's going to happen here. You're going to awaken to other ideas. You had a specific wish that's not going to be fulfilled. However, a change is coming. And it's funny that both of these cards represents freedom. This one represents freedom from toxic behavior, whether it be an addiction or some other immature type behavior. This is about awakening and freeing yourself from something else that you're awakening to. I feel you were closed-minded when you made this wish, and now a change is going to take place. This is the light bulb moment. That's what this is. This is the light bulb moment. Something's going to pop up in your mind. It's going to awaken in you, and you're going to make that change, and it's going to free you. You were too narrow-minded on this wish that you made. You're going to receive messages from the universe. I strongly recommend that you keep a dream journal. And as I've said earlier, depending on your cell phone, if you have an app in it called Notes, if that's what it's called. I don't know about Android. I only know about Apple products. In Apple, we have Notes. But if you have notes in some type of an area in your phone, you can write notes. Write these dreams down before you get out of bed. If you can't, then go to your camera and hit the video and record yourself explaining the dream and save it. Because there's messages coming through. You're receiving messages. And it could be messages in regards to this change or messages in regards to this person's toxic behavior changing and them freeing themselves. Could be a message regarding this wish that you made that's not being fulfilled. There may be some ideas that are coming to you here. That may be the awakening that you're experiencing. Just make sure you do that before you put your feet on the ground. Once your feet hit the ground, you start to forget your dreams. Unless they are so subtle that you can remember them. And the subtle dreams are rare. I can tell you about dreams I've had that I can remember, and that's because they were subtle dreams from specific people. Other dreams, like this morning or like yesterday morning, I was in the middle of a dream when I got woke up because the power went out, and Mr. Hart woke me up so that my CPAP mask didn't suffocate me. Visualize, see your dreams clearly in your mind's eye. Use that third eye. Your intuition. Don't discount your intuition. Sarah, your angel number 970. 970. Brenda, are you here, Brenda? Good night, spirit of morning. Thank you for being here. I'm trying not to be such a slowpoke, but I'm also trying to do a good, thorough job too. Even though I don't use as many cards, a full outright private reading would encompass a lot more cards. These are just mini readings so that everybody can get a reading. And remember, Marijuana, if you're still here, remember Thursdays is question day. Bring your question back on Thursday. That is as long as the temperatures hold on. I hate having to schedule my lives around the weather. I don't think it's fair. What can I say? It is what it is. I can't change it. That's the problem. Something that it's beyond my control. Yeah, sometimes somebody else's reading might resonate with you. And that's okay. This is for Brenda. I used to do longer readings, but it drained me so bad to do those longer readings. And I'd be on for 4 or 5 hours doing them. And so I had to come up with a plan, and the plan was to pull less cards. I can still get a good reading out of less cards. Whoa, there's a card we haven't seen in quite a while. All right, what do we have here? I feel like you have been working hard to bring something to an end. You've been committed to something. This could be related. This could be an energy drain. I apologize if my light is blaring out the cards, but it's starting to get dark here and I have to have my light on. So I feel like maybe you're tired. You might be exhausting yourself here, and it's time to let that go. It's time for you to rest. I feel like maybe you're out of balance. In your case, I feel like you might feel like you're out of balance. I think you feel out of balance from something. Something that you're committed to. Let's pull one more card. Ooh, you're struggling with anger over something. Something's got you upset. Something has really got you upset. This can also the justice card can also represent dishonesty. And perhaps you found something that somebody was being dishonest about. And it's really upsetting you, extremely upsetting you. Because you're the type of person that's committed. And to find out that somebody was dishonest is heartbreaking. It's hurting you. It's really hurting you to your soul here. You're struggling with anger. You're struggling with rage over it. And the best thing you can do is what this Ten of Wands is telling you to do. Let it go. Because holding on to anger serves no purpose. Holding on to anger can make you sick. It can. I've got somebody here with me. I've got a visitor. Holding on to anger can make you sick. It is very hard to do. I understand that, Brenda. I truly do. Believe me, I truly do. And a lot of times it's easier said than done. I get it. Kim! Hey, Kim. I'm going to be Eliza. Okay, Brenda. Gratitude. Practice gratitude daily to attract more blessings. So, practicing gratitude, saying positive affirmations. Kim, do you want added in? I can add you in if you'd like. Brenda, saying positive affirmations to yourself, repeating positive affirmations to yourself, meditation. Okay, I'll add you. I know I said I wasn't going to take any more, but I'm going to make an exception for Kim. Brenda, 189. 189. Sweet Pea, you're up next. You still here with me, Sweet Pea? Okay. I've got to get to that other channel. I keep saying that. They took the money out for Restream, and I've done one live, and that's it. I've got to get to it. I got to stop being lazy. I really want to talk about missing people. Only the facts. Don't get me wrong. What I want to do when it comes to missing people on the other channel is show their flyer with all the appropriate, correct information, pray for them, and that's it. No conspiracy theories. I'm not doing that. I hate that term. No guessing at what might have happened to the person. No tarot readings. And I also would like to talk about court cases. Past court cases, what could they have done differently? And future court cases. I'm truly interested in oh God, what's his name? Down in Colorado. Barry Morphew. I'm truly interested in his court case. So I'd like to cover his court case, but I only want the facts. I don't want anything on that other channel that's not factual. It's not monetized. I don't have enough people to even monetize if I could. This is for Sweet Pea. Yeah. I've been sticking around with that case. I've kind of kept an eye on, where things were progressing. Let me get a drink real quick. On that case, I don't know if he has a court case or not. I'll have to find out. Or a court date, excuse me. I don't know if he has a court date coming up yet or not. But I'm really interested in it. Sweet Pea. So what I'm seeing is here broken connections, and this could be family or it could be a group of friends that you have. somebody walking away. You might be receiving messages from the universe as well. And it might be messages concerning somebody walking away. This could be somebody that you're related to. I'm not going to say that it's not. It very well could be. And the reason I say that is because we have the Four of Pentacles over here in reverse that's saying that this has created instability in your life. So whether this is a friend that's walked away or a family member that's walked away, them walking away has created an upheaval in your some part of your life. And as I said, you could be receiving messages from others. So I'll tell you the same thing that I've said to other people. If you're receiving messages in dreams, if you're dreaming, if you have dreams, document your dreams somehow. Whether you have a notepad next to your bed, a cell phone that you can type notes in, or just pull your camera up and hit that video button and record the dream. Speak the dream out. Say what the dream was. Because eventually, when you gather enough dreams, you may see a pattern, and that pattern may show you something. There may be a message there that you need to hear. You might be traveling. So we've got the Chariot. This could represent you traveling. This could be about you having to travel. It could be about you having to take control of something as well. I've got to call it as I see it. Somebody possibly could have crossed over. And perhaps you're receiving messages from them. And this may have caused things to become unstable in some part of your life. You may have to travel because of it. Or you may have to take control of the situation. I need to say what I watched Sloan Bella the other day. And Sloan made a good point. You know, I have probably in my about section, probably in my description, for entertainment purposes only. That doesn't protect me from anything. And I'm not an entertainer. I'm not here to entertain you. I'm here using my gifts to give you the best possible reading that I can in the brief amount of time that we spend together. Visualize, see your dreams clearly in your mind's eye. So, what you're being told to visualize could be the messages, could be connecting with someone. This could be someone that has crossed over, and this is about connecting with their energy. And keep in mind, like I said earlier, the connections, they do not necessarily have to be human. This could be pets. Because a lot of us, many of us, think of our pets as family. So keep that in mind with this reading. All right, Sweet Pea, your angel number is 242. 242. All right, O2 Hurricane, you're up next. This very well could have been a pet that crossed over. And if you think the pets do not contact you from the other side, you would be wrong. And I can give you an example of that. I had a dog, the first dog that I actually got when I moved here. She passed away, I don't remember what year, but it was on Summerwell's birthday. I've saved her collar and I put it in a box with the date, along with the date that she crossed over. And that box sits in the cabinet over my head. One day I was sitting there in my seat, and that box, for no reason whatsoever, came flying out of that cabinet and hit me in the head. It was like she was saying, hey, don't forget, I might be gone physically, but I'm still here energetically. Because when we cross over, our energy doesn't die. Our physical body does. All right, this is for O2 Hurricane. Yeah, she didn't want me to forget. And technically, I have 2 dog collars in there because I have lost 2 dogs. One was the first one we had gotten when I first moved here. She was an older dog when we adopted her. And then the other dog, she was an older dog as well. And both of their collars are in that box. And that box came out of that cabinet for no reason at all. The RV wasn't moving. We were just sitting here. And for no apparent reason, it came flying out of that cabinet and it smacked me right on the head, like to say, hey, don't forget, I'm here by your side. Because truthfully, our physical body stops existing. However, our energetic body, our spirit, which is energy, does not stop existing. And when I'm asked for messages from family members from the other side, I'm connecting with their energy, is what I'm doing. All right. O2 Hurricane. So I'm seeing you feel like a prisoner in your own mind. You're overthinking something. You're sabotaging yourself. And when you sabotage yourself and you overthink, it affects other people around you. It could be affecting your emotions as well. But it can affect other people around you. When you're all up in your head, overthinking things, and you sabotage yourself, because when the tower is in reverse, that's exactly what it is. You're sabotaging yourself. It can affect other people because you emanate that energy onto other people and they're picking it up and it's making them emotional. They might not like to see you like this. And so they may distance themselves from you because you're making them feel some sort of way. You're making them emotionally some sort of way. You're pushing people away for some reason. You might even I'm seeing you have anxiety as well. You're also receiving messages from your ancestors. And the messages that you're receiving from your ancestors is causing you to have a lot of anxiety. You might be having sleep difficulty. So once again, when you're sleeping and you wake up, if you remember your dream before you put your feet on the ground, document your dreams. They're very important to you. There's messages there. Your ancestors are actually the ones that are sending you messages in this particular case. I apologize if you guys are talking to me. I'm missing chat. So you need to get out of your head. Maybe do some recommendations. One thing I recommend is a dream journal, of course, a dream journal of some sort, whether it's on your phone or in a notebook or you do a video. Don't worry about what you look like in the video because you're only recording it that way so that you have the verbal knowledge of what your dream consisted of. Alignment. Align your actions and thoughts with your desires. So I'm going to strongly recommend also O2 Hurricane meditation and grounding. All right, O2 Hurricane. Your angel number is 179. 179. Moonbud. Moonbud is up next. You hear Moon? Yeah, you're here. I'm getting there, Cherry Blossom. I'm getting there. We have a lot of communication readings tonight. Remember, we're in Mercury retrograde. So I honestly expect to get that communication. If you're a Leo, your communication can be more affected than the rest of us. But remember, Mercury retrograde affects more than just communication. It can affect our electronics as well. All right, this is for Moonbud. Now, keep in mind, by the end of the month, we're going to have 5 planets. 5 planets in retrograde. I know Pluto's already in retrograde. Mercury is now in retrograde. Saturn, I believe, is retrograde. I put a post on the community wall and you can check it out. Just tap on that post to open it up because if you don't, you won't be able to see the whole thing. At the bottom, you'll see that the very last planet to go retrograde will be Chiron. All right, this is for Moonbud. And guys, please make sure you check out all the channels in my description. I did add Metal Clip's new website. Use, I believe, 6up Media. I think it's 6up Media for promo code is 6up Media for 10% off. I promise you won't go wrong. Her soap is excellent. And she also makes beautiful clothing. Crochets by hand. Oh, you get an extra card. These two are going to go together. All right, Moonbud. What do we got going on here? You're finding it difficult to feel fulfilled. You're finding it difficult to feel fulfilled because somebody's angry. Well, they're not necessarily angry. This is somebody with a strong personality, somebody that's very passionate, has strong feelings, and so they may be intimidating you. You're finding it challenging to start fresh. However, I feel like if you get away from the negativity that's taking place here, that's holding you back, that this card will turn around and you'll be able to start fresh. You may have started this in the past and it got delayed, it got postponed, and you're waiting for communication is what you're waiting on. I know what you're waiting on. And so what you need to do is continue moving forward, avoiding the negative energy. Stay strong, remain passionate about getting this communication handled so that you can take this Page of Pentacles and turn it upright and start fresh. It's going to happen. It's just a matter of time. Some things take time. And you've got the Hangman upright. This is about letting go. There's some things you may have to let go of. It may require sacrifice on your part. Because I know the situation that I feel this is talking about. I've been through one of those before myself. And I also had to make sacrifices just to get through the process smoothly. And as much as it may hurt to have to make these sacrifices and to let some things go, these things that you're holding on to or that you want to hold on to, that you don't want to sacrifice, can be replaced. Most of the things, I'll say it that way, most of the things, 95% of the things can be replaced. I know family heirlooms or something else may not be able to be replaced. However, everything else, everyday items, can be replaced. And you may have to sacrifice something just to make sure that you're able to get this accomplished. And that's your goal, is to get that accomplished. That is your goal. Healing past wounds to move forward freely. See, and that's another thing too with the Hangman, is letting go so that you can start that healing process, because there is a healing process behind it. Moonbud, your angel number's 153. 153. Jasmina, are you here, Jasmina? And let me see what you guys are talking about, because I know I'm missing all this chat. I apologize for not seeing chat, but when I get on a roll and I get reading, I'm not able to keep an eye on chat and read at the same time. I'm just not that good. So I apologize if I miss anybody's comments. I do apologize. Oh, 6 Up Media is all caps. Okay, good to know. Oh no, you just lost your dog? I'm sorry, Moonbud. I'm so sorry about that. No, you're up now, Jasmina. It's your turn now, Jasmina. I'm doing yours now, Jasmina. Six Up, if you can you drop Soup's channel in my, I don't have her in my description. I need to put her in my description. Can you drop Soup's channel also, please? I'd appreciate it. I'd greatly appreciate it. And Six Up, I have the utmost respect for you because you are such an easy person to work with and a very kind and considerate person. I want you to know that. All right, this is for Jasmina. You always take others into account when you go live, and that's greatly appreciated. All right, this is for Jasmina, and that means a lot to me. And we love Metal Clips. Metal Clips has the best. Oh, I can't tell you guys enough. I cannot say enough good things about Metal Clips soap. If you have rough skin, like your elbows or your knees or something, and you have rough skin, I promise you, her soap will make that soft. Her soap will make your skin very, very soft. All right. So, Jasmina, I see a celebration here. I see a celebration. This could be. Now, this could be that you were promoted into a leadership position. But the one thing I'm seeing here, though, is this Ace of Swords in reverse is a little concerning. I don't know. I'm not going to say you did it, but perhaps the person that did the promotion, if that, in fact, this is what this is about. You're looking for a new job. Okay. So perhaps you'll find a new job. And this will be the celebration of finding a new job. And this could represent the leader. However, this emperor can also represent, if you've been praying, this could represent your God source, your higher power, whatever you believe in, because my channel does not, I don't care who you believe in. That's why when I get the emperor and he's upright, I refer to him if it's appropriate. It could be, he could represent somebody different. But in this particular case, I feel like he's representing perhaps your God source, your higher power, your creator, however you look at him. And I feel like maybe he's delaying you getting a new job. Maybe there is an application that you have not put out yet. You may be getting the message that there is one more application that you need to put out that you haven't thought about, that you haven't put out yet. And you need to do that. You need to think about that. Is there an application that you should have put out, but you haven't done it yet? And the Page of Cups, you're finding it challenging, perhaps. You're finding it challenging to find your dream job. And perhaps maybe you need to start out with something that's not your dream job and work your way up. When we first get a job, when we're first starting out and we're applying, we don't always get our dream job on the first try. So I recommend that, and you may be partying too much. Don't party too soon. Say your prayers to whoever it is you pray to, that a job comes along. Perhaps an application will stick out to you that you haven't completed yet, and maybe you need to fill that application out. It may not be the dream job that you want, but it's still worth applying for so that you can eventually move on to the job that you really want. We don't always get the dream job we want, trust me. When I first got out of college, I did not get the dream job that I wanted. I started out with very low pay considering the education level I came out with. But after staying with that job for about 5 years, I ended up with a much better job, making not quite twice what I was making at the first job. So you might have to start out with a job that you're not particularly care for, but it can lead to other jobs. Serenity. Find serenity within your mind and heart. And so you have to find serenity in your mind and heart. In other words, be satisfied with something that may not be the dream job you want until that dream job does come along. Your angel number is 202. 202. All right, dear you whoop-hoo. You're very welcome, Jasmina. You're very welcome. Members, I will try to be here Tuesday. Sometime between now and Tuesday, I want to try to go live on the other channel. I just got to find something to talk about. And I don't know, I may just come on, or we may just have a just chat about different court cases, like the Karen Reed trial. Could they have done something differently? And not only that, Karen Reed's getting ready to go through civil trial as well. So we can discuss that. We can discuss the plea deal that Kohlberger took, the pros and cons of Kohlberger taking a plea deal. Um, I've got to find out when Barry Morphew's going to trial. Those are the three that I'm more familiar with. I'm sure there's others out there we can talk about, but I'm not going to be as familiar with them. All right, this is for Delia Whoopoo. You're making that magic happen out there, Delia Whoopoo. So you've got the magician, which is about making the magic happen. When I say making the magic happen, the magician is the one that can make anything happen. Why? The magician contains all of the elements: air, water, earth, and fire. And so you have everything at your fingertips to make things happen. Now you've got the Knight of Pentacles here in reverse. So you're dealing with somebody that is not loyal. Who that person is, I can't say. But here is the connections. You might be walking away from somebody. You might be walking away from somebody, and it might be emotional to you because you thought they were loyal and they're not. And I'm not saying that it is a relationship. This could be somebody that is a connection, like a friend. You want it to work. You want this connection to work out. But the problem is, if somebody's not loyal to you, it's not going to work. It's absolutely not going to work. And so you need to take time to yourself. You need to isolate yourself and think about it. Look within yourself. Go deep within yourself and look within. Perhaps you're not loyal to yourself. Perhaps you're not being loyal to yourself. That could be a possibility as well. And that can be emotionally devastating. Or perhaps, like I said, it could be somebody that you're connected to, such as a friend, that you're finding out is not loyal and you're going to walk away. And it's bothering you because you were trying to hold it together and you're not able to. Because you just can't get loyalty from people that are not loyal. And so you need to go look within yourself and say, what can I do differently? There's hidden knowledge here. You have hidden knowledge. Maybe it's the hidden knowledge is that you knew all along that somebody was not loyal to you and you just didn't know. You wasn't sure. And perhaps you had that knowledge that they weren't loyal And the magician's trying to tell you, hey, this person's not loyal to you. There's nothing you can do to change it either. It happens frequently, especially if it's a social media thing. Joy. Find joy in the little things every day. Your angel number is 351. 351. Cherry Blossom. Are you here, Cherry Blossom? Thank you, 6 Up, for being here. I greatly appreciate it. Oh my God, 6 Up, while I'm getting these cards together and I'm waiting on Cherry Blossom to respawn. This morning I woke up and you had already been live for 3 hours. I'm like, I could not see my screen. People were saying hello to me and I'm struggling to see who's saying hello to me. I'm like, oh no. I couldn't get my eyes to focus. I didn't have my coffee in me, that's why. All right. Oh, there's Cherry Blossom. Okay. I need to pay attention here. And Mercury retrograde, which is the big one, it's one of the big ones out of the retrogrades this month. We should be out of this Mercury retrograde completely, including shadow period that follows, by the end of August. By the end of August. And yes, we will have one more Mercury retrograde before this year ends. Sorry to say it, but it's true. We're in Pluto retrograde right now as well. And I do believe Pluto rules the, I know it rules Scorpio. I don't know if it rules any other signs. And then Saturn, I believe Saturn is also retrograde, which is the ruler, I know, of Capricorn. So we've got all these retrogrades going on. We're going to have 2 more. I can't remember. I know Chiron's going to be the last one to go retrograde. There's one more. I'm not sure if it's Jupiter or not. I'm probably wrong on that one. Just check the community wall. It'll tell you. All right. This is for Cherry Blossom. All right. So what do we have here? You're not feeling fulfilled right now. So this is about you not feeling fulfilled. So there's something that you got to put effort in to bring things around, to bring stability in, to balance things out in your life. This could be anything from finances to job to home to health to family, but something is off. And so you have to go all the way back and work to bring balance back in. Balance, because the Temperance card represents balance. So you're going to do something, you're going to work really hard on whatever it is that's throwing you off. You're going to work really hard at it to bring that balance back into your life. Now, it could be that over here you may have had a chakra imbalance. Not necessarily, but it's possible. But over here, your chakras are all aligned. There's no chakra imbalance whatsoever. You're going to start creating something. So there's something you've been praying for. You're going to start something new. For instance, like myself, I'm starting another YouTube channel. I've already done one live on it, and it's got a video on it. That's an example. So you have something that you want to create, you're passionate about it, and you're praying for it. And you're going to start that. But you had to get things balanced out in your life before you could begin that. Whether it be a new job, whether it be, I'm just throwing out examples of what that could be. It could be a matter of finding a new doctor, getting a new job, getting a new car, getting a new home, a new family member coming into the world. But you would have to be the one that was creating that. So that that particular one we'll hold off. Oh my God, I just dropped them. Crud. Hang on, guys. Oh God. Hang on. I just dropped them. Oh, I gotta get a light. It never fails. Always something going wrong with me. Oh, how many cards did I drop down here? I'm not reading them. They just dropped. It was like half the deck. Oh, I think I got them all. Good grief. Oh, my word. Let me get this flashlight turned off. No, I don't want to. Stop that. Oh, Lord. I'm not having a good day. See, Mercury retrograde is really messing with me. If you don't believe in Mercury retrograde, just watch me. All right. Let's get these cards all in order and put them back. Oh, no, that's not how you go. What a mess. There's no way I'm reading all these cards. If they were tarot cards and they were part of the reading, I would say yes. But these they're so slippery, they slipped out of my hand. And I'd already had one pulled for you, which is this one. Manifestation. Focus on what you truly desire. The universe will respond, and that is very true. On which one's 6 up, the Oracle or the Tarot? Cherry Blossom, your angel number 343. 343. I had to really look to find this deck because I'm picky about my Oracle decks. I was using some that there was misspellings in them in the decks, and it was really annoying. Oh, the tarot deck. You know how many sets of this tarot deck I have? You're up next, by the way, 6 up. All right, let me show you something real quick. Maybe I won't. Nope, they're not in here. This is the 4th set of this deck I have. You're very welcome, Cherry Blossom. You're very welcome. This is the fourth deck. I love this deck so much. Now, the person that created this deck, the artist, Ciro Manchetti. Let me look at it. Yeah, Ciro Marchetti. Ciro Marchetti. I looked up, I went on Amazon and I pulled him up by name specifically. I do have another deck that he created, but it's a bigger deck. And it's similar to this one, but it has 4 extra cards. It has the palaces. It has the Palace of Wands, Palace of Cups, Palace of Swords, and Palace of Pentacles in it. And the artwork in it is just as beautiful because the same person created the deck. I have used it. Maybe I'll use it the next time I go live when I'm doing readings, some type of readings. All right, this is for 6 up. And if you want to know how I pick my decks, I watch other real tarot readers. I watch other real tarot readers. Oh, I know where they're at. They're under the desk. They're on the shelf under the desk. The other 3 decks of these. I watch other tarot readers and see what cards they're using. There's one tarot reader in particular that I watch to see what cards she uses, to see if I like them or not. There is another tarot reader as well. And the other tarot reader is the one I got the idea from this deck from. And I've loved this deck. I've been using this deck, not this particular deck, but this same deck. Because like I said, I've got 3 other copies of this. I've got 4 copies, literally, of this particular deck. I've been using this particular... Oh, thank you, Spirit of Morning. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate that. Aw, in celebration of our animal friends. Thank you for that. And 6 Up Media, 9 months. Awesome. Thank you so much, everybody. I greatly appreciate that. All right, this is for 6 Up. Let's see what we get for 6 Up. Aw, thank you so much, 6 Up. Thank you for supporting my channel. I greatly appreciate that. Thank you so much for that. When I tried to hit the arrow to thank you guys, for some reason on my laptop, it doesn't work. I don't get it. But I do greatly appreciate each and every one of you for that. This is interesting. Let me get a drink. Thank you all for being here. I greatly appreciate it. I wish Gavel Geeks would have come back. All right, what do we have here? I'm going to start over here. Somebody's trying to manipulate you. And I don't think I have to say a name. You were just talking about that person. I'll put it that way and it'll make it easy for you to figure out. They're trying to get away with saying things. They're trying to be sly. There's also other communication, and I know that you're dealing with some stuff behind the scenes, and I'm not going to go into it. And I know that you're taking care of that. They're trying to be sneaky they were trying to be sneaky. So over here, we have somebody that's envious. They're envious. There's somebody that is definitely not loyal. No, this is not that person's card. They're not a fire sign. However, that doesn't mean it's not that person. This is just showing that that person is envious, jealous, angry. And so they made a sneaky attempt at something, thinking they were being sly, trying to manipulate you. But as you can see, that doesn't work because you're handling what you need to handle. Look, we got 1, 2, 3. I'm not sure how many of those issues you received, but here we have 1, 2, 3. And this is you handling your business like a boss. You're taking care of business. All I need is a lightning flash. Taking care of business. You're taking care of business. You're handling it. This is somebody that's envious. They're jealous. They tried to be sneaky behind the scenes. They tried to manipulate. It didn't work. You're taking care of business. You're doing what you need to do. See, this is a bad thing about me knowing things, because then it ends up coming out in a reading. We already know you're going to win because you're holding this particular pinnacle up like a trophy. So we know that this communication that was done in a sneaky manner, we know you're going to beat it. And you're going to hold that up as a, I don't know if trophy's the best word, but you're going to say, look, I beat it. You can't beat me. You can try to manipulate me all you want. You can use every tool in your toolbox that you have and try to manipulate me, and you're not going to win. Love. Open your heart to give and receive love. Well, I know you already do that. You already do that. So I'm going to take a chance and pull the top card because I know you. You already do that. Believe, have faith in your power to create your reality. And I'm pretty sure you have faith in yourself. and believe in yourself, but this is just reassurance for you to have faith in your power to create your reality. And that's what you're doing here. You're working on it, telling this person, you're not going to manipulate me with this sneaky communication that you're pulling. Aw, thank you, Six Up. You're pulling a me now. Thank you, Six Up. Thank you so much for supporting my channel. I greatly appreciate that. Well, truly, I truly do appreciate you, Six Up, because you are very kind, you're very considerate, and there's a lot of people out here on you. Oh, I got to give you your angel number. Look at me. Your angel number is 182. 182. Ellie, are you still here? You're up next, Ellie. I find that you are very kind, you're very considerate, and that's what I love about you, Six Up. I really do. I thank you for being here. Metal Clips, I'm thankful for you being here because Mr. Hart's busy up front. And I'll have to rewind your live, Six Up, so that he can see the little thingy you played for the super chat that he asked me to send to you. I'll show it to him when he comes home. He's going to love that because he's really busy up front and he's not able to watch. He's up there by himself. That's a whole kerfuffle in itself. All right, this is for Ellie. And yours is going to be about communication as well. Are we going to get another card of communication? Oh, there we go. Oh, God. Ellie, I'm sorry. Ellie, you know what card that is? You know this card. This card's familiar. Very familiar. So over here, you're having to take time to rest and think about things. You've got stuff on your mind. You've got some stuff on your mind. There's one idea, one thought that you have that you're holding back on. This is about having to let go. This is about having to let go because this person communicated about you. And they're trying to hide something from you. There's something they're trying to hide from you. It may be some type of communication regarding ancestors. Now, when I say communication, communication can be in the form of paperwork, written communication, and perhaps there's something that you're not aware of that they're trying to keep from you, or she is trying to keep from you. So it's hidden in darkness. We all know this card will eventually go upright. And what they're hiding in darkness, what she's hiding in darkness, it's going to come to light. And here, I feel that this belongs over here. This person doesn't feel complete. They feel like they're missing out. Perhaps they're missing out. Maybe it. All right, let me get my thoughts together. Perhaps this person doesn't feel complete because in the darkness, they're secretly thinking that maybe you're hiding something from them. Or, well, you're not hiding anything. She's hiding something in darkness. It has to do with communication. And when I say communication, this can be written communication. But I can tell you, she doesn't feel fulfilled whatsoever. It's called karma, baby. Because you and I both know that moon card's going to turn upright. And whatever it is that she's hiding in darkness from you, it's going to come out. Oh, it's going to come out. Energy. Direct your energy towards what you want to achieve. So if there's something that you want to achieve outside of this person, I'll be kind and say person. Direct your energy towards what you want to achieve. And to the person that this card truly belongs to, I know you're not really that smart to know. Your karma's coming, baby. Ellie, your angel number, I have to throw in a little humor tonight. Ellie, your angel number's 159. 159. All right, Metal Clips. Are you here, Metal Clips? You're very welcome, Ellie. You're very welcome. I always enjoy doing readings for you. I enjoy doing readings for everybody, but yours tends to, well, be different. Yep, it is. Never a dull. No, it's never a dull moment. Well, when we did that members only live. There's going to be that loss. I don't think that she's going to be that upset about it because she's going to gain from it. Which that part doesn't have any bearing on you, but we'll have to wait and see. It's going to be something unfortunate for her, that's for sure. Let me get this up closer. KX Zanny. I don't do questions on this night. If you want to come back Thursday, number one, the list is closed for today. And number two, I don't do questions on the weekend. I only do general readings. So I appreciate you subscribing. If you want to come back on Thursday and bring your question, I usually start out with only allowing one question, and then if we have time, I will take a second question. I greatly appreciate you, though. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you get notified when I do go live. There will be a members only live hopefully on Tuesday, weather permitting. It may be late at night, and I know that's difficult for some people that have to work the next day, but we'll see. I have to look at my weather forecast. The projection right now is not looking good for next weekend, but that is subject to change. All right, this is for Metal Clips. All right. What do we have here? So I'm going to start here. You're having difficulty making choices, and this could be related to your business. You did have a business with a certain company that I won't say the name of that you've disconnected from. You lost faith in that company. You were at the point where you had to make a choice. Hi, Joanna. Yeah, I'm not taking any more on the list tonight. If you want to come back on Thursday, I greatly appreciate it. Hopefully it'll be probably later in the day because we're in the summer months and my hours have changed for the summer. Heck, even my days have changed. I'm having to go according to the days when I know the weather's going to be decent. So I apologize to everybody, including creators like Six Up, for having to change my days because like tomorrow is going to be almost 90 degrees. And so I didn't want to put it on my subscribers to have to be here for those that are on the East Coast. I know it's really hard for those in the UK, but more specifically, those on the East Coast that do get up and go have a job and go to work. Coming in here at 10 o'clock at night, East Coast time, is difficult. So that's why I decided I knew it was going to be cooler today. And so that's why I switched from Sunday to Saturday this week. And like I said, next week's up in the air. have to wait until later in the week to find out about that. So this reading is about your choice, you having to make that choice. You had to make that choice of leaving an organization that you lost faith in. And it left you in a bind, temporary bind. Okay, I see you on hopefully on Thursday. It'll probably be later in the day because it is the summer months and we are having hot days. So it left you kind of in a bind for a little bit where you weren't sure what you were going to do, but now you're back on track. You're back on track and doing good. You were really upset with having to make that choice. This organization, I'm going to call it an organization for lack of a better term. This organization that you left, that you lost faith in, you were very angry with them. You were very angry with them, and understandably so. And I'm sorry that I'm not giving you something that you don't already know, because you already know all this. But let's see what the Oracle card says. Let's at least give you something to look forward to. I think you made a better choice, honestly. Now, is your website different from Shopify? Metal Clips? I'm not familiar with Shopify. Focus. Keep your attention on your goals, and that's what you're doing. You're keeping your intention. You're keeping your attention. I can't talk tonight. You're keeping your attention on your goals. Oh, okay. All right. I understand now. That makes sense. All right. Metal Clips. Your angel number is 108. 108. Culture. Are you here, Culture? Oh, I did it again. Dang it. I got butterfingers tonight. These cards do not want to stay in my hand. Look at this. There's at least 2 more down there. Sorry, baby. Mommy, sorry. I think there's 2 more. Maybe it's only 1. Yeah, it's only 1. Oh, God. These cards are so slippery. Uh-oh. Mr. Hart's home. I'll be right with you, Culture. I had a little oopsie here. My cards, half of them decided to fall out of my hand. Oh. These dogs are anxious to go OUT. I don't want to say the word. I have to spell around my dogs. Believe it or not. They know words. If I say the word OUT, the one that's in the windshield right now, oh, he's going to go nuts. And they're going to go nuts when he comes through that door. Well, they've been in here with me because I can't. It's a long story. I'll explain somewhere else why I don't go out or what? I can't put them out. Well, I guess I could, but there he comes. All right, this is for culture. I take it you finally got relieved for the night? Are you ignoring me?
No, I got my headphones in.
Oh, okay. This is for culture.
So unless you get angry and speak up, I can't hear you.
I'm not getting angry. It's been a crazy night. I keep dropping the cards.
Say again?
I keep dropping the oracle cards. They keep falling on me. Kim, are you still here, Kim? You're last. You're next after culture. Kim in Colorado. Are you still here? All right. So culture. So you're moving forward. You've planted the seeds. They're working. Awesome. Okay, you're going to be up next. You're going to be up next, Kim. So culture, something great is about to happen. However, you are dealing with somebody that's not loyal. You're dealing with somebody that is not loyal to you. They're even creating uncertainty. But even though you're dealing with somebody that's not loyal and is creating uncertainty, you still maintain. You still feel fulfilled. You have something good that's going to happen. You've got the red bird there. It's not a cardinal, it's a red bird. There's a difference. Cardinals are ancestors. Red birds is about something great that's going to happen. So you're able to maintain focus and maintain on the same path that you've been going, even though you're dealing with somebody that's not loyal, creating uncertainty in your life. And perhaps you're having to look into things. Maybe you're trying to figure things out with this person. This person may have caused some problems. That's why there's uncertainty. And the problems they may have tried to cause, you may be having to figure out what you need to do next and focus. You're focusing on your life. You're not focusing on this person that's not loyal. You're just not focusing on them. You're not giving them the time of day because they create uncertainty, and that's not what you're about. Let's see if I can do this without dropping them all. I'll do it back here. Oh my God. I can't believe I keep dropping them. That's twice. Half the deck. Eternal love. Recognize that love is a constant, eternal force. And perhaps this is somebody, this may not be loyalty. There may be something there may be something wrong in some area of your life, but you're not, and it's creating uncertainty, but you're not letting it get you down. You're doing research maybe to bring this into perspective. So eternal life, recognize, because the reason I say that is I don't have any cups here to actually say that this really is a person. This might be some different part of your life that is tossed upside down. And so it's created some uncertainty here. But you're standing tall. You're going to have something great happen because you're going to do what you need to do to focus. You're not going to allow this to distract you, is what I'm trying to get at. Recognize that love is a constant, eternal force. Your angel number is 275. 275. All right. Kim in Colorado. You're very welcome, Culture. You're very welcome. If you guys haven't subscribed already, I have some channels in my description under the live. They're under most of my lives and videos. Check them out. Let me finish first.
Where you got the last reading, right?
Yeah.
So by the time you're done, these will be hot.
Okay. Check out the other channels that I have the links dropped to. Make sure you drop yours too, 6 Up. Oh, and Soups too. Soups, I forgot. I got to get Soups underneath in my description. That's the one I'm missing. I believe Soup is the one that's missing from my, I don't remember putting Soup's link in there. I'll have to check. All right. This is for Kim in Colorado. All right. So this is about things that's taking place in your life. Over here, we're going to start with the Emperor. The Emperor could be one of two people. This could be your boss, the leader, where you work at, or this could be your God source, higher power, creator, however you look at that person, watching over you. So you're in the initial phase of something, in some part of your life. I think I know what this is about. You're in the initial stages of this. And here you have others offering to help. People are offering helping hands to you to make sure that things in your life stay well balanced. To make sure that you have the harmony in your life that you want to have in your life. So now we have the Four of Cups. This is about an emotional disconnection. And that's why you have God Source watching over you. because there is going to be a disconnection. I can't say who. I can only say that there's going to be a disconnection. A walking away. Leaving. But if you look at this card upright, I want you to look at it upright. You'll see what I'm seeing. And so you're in the initial phases of this situation. And it's going to progress. And when it progresses, you're going to have help. Help is going to be there for you. There's going to be help there to help you maintain harmony and balance, even though it may be difficult. But most importantly, your higher power, your creator, your God source, however you view that person, is watching over. Well, we go from the initial phase is a 3, and then we go from a 3 to a 6. So the steps in between, card 4 and 5 is missing. So I would say this is moving not, I don't want to say rapidly, but it's moving faster than you might like. It's faster than you would like. It's faster than you would prefer. Just remember, you've got others there. Look at this card real good. You've got others there to help you. You see those hands? They're there to help you. Balance. And see, that's what they're there for. These two hands, they're helping you. They're there. They're offering help to maintain balance and harmony. Maintain balance in all areas of your life. And I know that's difficult. It can be difficult. Something that's missing from here, communication. Communication is key. Your angel number is 177. 177. It is hard to swallow, Kim, but you know it's inevitable. As much as I hate to say it, it's inevitable. But you do have many friends that care about you. Now, there was actually 2 cards I didn't pull. So this could be a difference. This could be about something completely different. This could be about somebody that has walked away. This could be a different person from whom you think it is. This could be somebody that you've walked away from and are trying to avoid. So it's not necessarily the situation that you're thinking it is. This could be about someone else. This could be, I'll try to make it without giving names, I'll try to make it easier. This could be about, see, if this card was upright, I'd say that person's trying to come back in your life, but it's not. You're avoiding this person. You're avoiding this person. You've walked away. I don't think this is about who you think it is. Now that I'm looking at this card, I think it's about a male. I'll say that. And you're doing everything you need to do to avoid that person. Yeah, you avoid that person completely. So, and you're doing your best to maintain that avoidance. And so you have friends also that help you. You have others that are helping you to maintain balance in your life. So I don't think it's what you thought it was. And what I thought it was initially, I'm beginning to think it's about the other person. Since this card is in reverse. If this card was upright, I'd say it might be different, but it's in reverse. This is about you trying to avoid that other person. Yeah, exactly. Everything about that person. Well, members, I hope to see you Thursday. Pray for good weather. It may be a little later in the day. Let me say thank you to many people. I know it's not on this live, but Sarah came in with a milestone of 31 months. Thank you, Sarah, so much. Spirit of Mourning, thank you for your donation. Six Up Media, thank you not only for your milestone for 9 months, but thank you also for both of your donations. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you. I want to thank you all so greatly for those. And so I send much love and many blessings. I hope to see you guys, my members, on Tuesday. I don't know what we'll talk about. It could be, we could do whatever you want. We'll figure it out. A question and answer if you want to ask me questions, and I'll answer if appropriate. We'll see. You're very welcome, Ellie. You're very welcome. And make sure Metal Clips has really awesome soap and other items that she creates on her website. Check her out. Check all the links in the description. I send much love, many blessings. I'll see you back next time. Stay safe out there, everybody. This world is not getting any safer. Believe me, it's not. So stay as safe as you possibly can. Be careful. The weather's crazy. People are not exactly acting right. And if you can, try to be kind to each other. Have a good night, everybody. Thank you all. Thank you, my mods, Metal Clip, 6 Up, early on, Irish Jesse. Thank you, mod members and subs. I'll see you next time.